Ball players, how's it going? This is Coach Poncho Hodges from Hoop Prodigy. We got my guy Stone Sinek helping us out today. He's a junior at Fullerton High School. Today we're talking about shooting rules and concepts. What's up, guys? We're going to talk about the general rules of shooting and concepts. Our athlete Stone right here is going to demonstrate some stuff for us as far as like how your body should be placed. Okay, it's important before you take your shot to concentrate on looking at your target. Okay, I know some of these kids, you know, the young kids, when they dribble the basketball, they still like to look down at the ground, but you have to develop your ball handling well enough so that you can look at your target. Your eyes should always be on the chest of the defense and the basket. Okay, so before you take your shot, before he even goes into his position, his eyes should already be looking at his target, which is the basket. Okay, the longer you get a chance to look at your target, the more chances you have to make the shot. All right, so we have Stone right here. So the most important thing is making sure that your feet are shoulder width apart. Okay, shoulder width apart. Now we go from the feet to the legs. We get into a position with bent knees. Good. Okay, once we have our knees bent, now the other important thing is making sure that we have balance. In order to have balance, you have to make sure that you have your butt down and your chest up, okay? Now, once we have those components down, now it's time to start talking about the basketball placement, all right? So the most important thing that you want to do is make sure that your guide hand is in the correct position and to make sure that your shooting hand is in the correct position, whether you're right or left-handed, it doesn't matter, okay? So right now we have a right-handed shooter. So if you notice, you see where his guide hand is? It's right there on the side. Remember, the guide hand is only used to just guide the ball. That's why it's called the guide hand. You just want to have it right there placed just to hold the basketball in its position, all right? Your shooting hand is what's going to do all the work, okay? Your guide hand is going to hold the ball, and then when you get to the crest of where you want to shoot, then you release with the shooting hand, okay? So we have the guide hand here. Now, if you notice also his shooting hand, you see where his shooting hand is? He has his palms open, his fingers spread wide, and his wrist is ready to flex once he goes up. So let's go from this point to here. So now watch, second point, good. So now we see his guide hand is still placed right here. We see that his shooting hand is right there. The cup is right here, is ready, okay? Now, let's go to the third position. Third position is here, right, good. Now, if you notice, he still has his knees bent. This is very, very important. His feet are still placed shoulder width apart. His knees are bent in the correct position because your legs is where you get all your power from if you're a shooter. Now, you can get away with having your knees, you know, kind of standing straight up from a close position, but the further you go away from the basket, the more you will need your legs to go into your shot, okay? So we have the third position right here. If you notice right here, he has his guide hand right here. His elbow is straight. He's a right-handed player. His elbow is facing the basket, all right? So these are the components that you need to make sure to concentrate on, okay? Beginning with the feet, going to the knees, making sure the legs are shoulder width apart, chest and the back, placement of the ball, guide hand, shooting hand, go over to the position, and now he's ready to shoot. All right, so those are the basic fundamentals of shooting. You know, this is for beginners to all the way up into NBA guys. These are the concepts that you have to get locked down.